Are we in it? Can you see if we're in it?
Welcome back, everybody.
Morning.
It's the next day after doing Tardebigge.
Oh my God. We've got a 1 mile cruise.
Turned into a 9 mile and 41 lock cruise.
Did you count them?
Yes.
41. We were dark. It was dark.
That's our record.
When we moored up, so you don't see the end of the video because
yeah.
Oh.
I thought we'd make it, but the trouble is, the last part of the fight was against us. Because although we were lucky to meet 2 boats coming down, there was still a bit ahead of us.
We had a few in our favour, didn't we?
Yeah, I'd say about half.
Yeah.
I'd say about half.
So it wasn't too bad. And at the pub there, when you start off at Tardebigge,
fair enough, there was one mooring, but it was right outside the pub.
Yeah, there was nowhere to moor. And the thing is, once you're committed to it, that's it really. You've got nowhere really to moor. Because at the lock landings, there was 2 CRT boats on lock landings. So, you know,
we could have stayed on the lock landing, but then we'd just be hypocrites.
Yeah, because we never do that, and I don't. We do say about people that do it. So
yes, people say, "Oh, it's bad timing," bad time management. Why do you even bother?
I said to Josh, "Oh God, once we worked through, that was it. We had to do it."
Yeah, we just thought,
in the rain.
At this point,
a lot of it was in the rain.
Plus, I kind of wanted to break the record as well. The previous record was like 36 locks, I think. And we did Tardebigge before.
I was so cold though, just when I had to go in and change my clothes, and I literally, guys, I had to change all my clothes, including my bra, and my only thing that was not wet was my socks.
And then you put your foot in a puddle.
And then when we moored up, I put my foot in a massive puddle because I couldn't even see it. The thing is, when I moored up, Josh goes, "Oh, bring the boat in, and I said, "I'm trying. I can't even see the tent path. I can't even see it to get off."
20 to 8?
8 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
We moored up.
4 o'clock we started it, so it's about 4 hours. Which didn't really. But the thing is, it's only the 2 of us.
And most of them, well, half of them are against us. So.
Yeah.
It should take about 3 hours. Yeah, like I say, we didn't have many boats coming down. We had one ahead of us.
Luckily, it was raining, so I think if it was a nice day, it would have been. It was a nice day when we started, wasn't it? Lovely day when we started. But
what we're doing today is we're going to cruise another 6 miles and 1 lock to get to Hopwood. It's a much quieter place, and it means that when we leave the boat on Sunday, we're not going to be on 2-day moorings. Because we're going to be gone for 3 or 4 days.
3 days, really, isn't it? Sunday, we come back Wednesday.
Time we set off, it'd be 4, though, wouldn't it?
Well, no, Sunday
to Thursday.
No, Wednesday night we'll be back, won't we?
Yeah.
Because Dad's got to work on Thursday.
So yeah, we. Trouble is at Tardebigge where the winning hole is. It's 2-day moorings, and so we're going to be gone on that. Yeah, it's very cold, as you can see.
Yeah, it's about 8 degrees this morning.
So what? It's like winter. I know it is winter now for you guys when this is coming out, probably December.
Yeah.
But
because we're
supposed to be autumn.
And we're
September. Anyway, let's continue on through Tardebigge and the tunnels and on to Hopwood.
Well, this is the map of the UK Canal network. Everything in red is what we've cruised before. Now we're here down on the Worcester and Birmingham Canal at Tardebigge. Firstly, we'll make our way through the top lock of the Tardebigge flight, and then through the Tardebigge tunnel, then through a short section before we get to another tunnel. After that, we have some lovely countryside through Alvechurch. Then we go right past a stunning reservoir before reaching Hopwood, where we're more up. They can cruise about 5 miles and 1 lock. But when we showed up at Tardebigge top lock, something wasn't quite right.
You know the bulge I was telling you about in the top of Tardebigge lock?
Yeah, this one here.
They're doing scans on it, and they just so happen to start and do it now when we want to go through. They said it's going to be about 20 minutes. Okay. Only us, isn't it? Yeah. When 2 boats are just coming through.
Yeah, 2 boats have just gone through. We've just seen 2 boats go through. Oh my God, it's bad luck. I can't go with much more of it.
No.
Jesus.
A couple of weeks before we went through this lock, a boat got stuck in it, And this is his post from Canal World. Yeah, that was my boat, Badger. 24 hours of complete stress. So I entered the lock yesterday, 6th of September at 3 PM and was free today, the 7th of September at around 3:30. By the CRT's account, who was helping me, it was the worst boat that had been hung up in that lock, and they worked tirelessly to get Badger free. The moment I realised I was stuck was the most terrifying moment of my boating life. I was on the back of the boat as my friend opened the paddles, looking behind me to see how close I was to the gates. I heard the dreaded grating noise of metal against brickwork. I then turned back and realised that I was stuck in a pinch point at the rear of the boat. Looking to the front of the boat, I could see the bow rising into the air at speed. I just managed to shout to my friend to drop the paddle, which he did at great speed, just as water started to come over the footplate and poured into my boat and settled in the engine room, half full of water, which I managed to pump out immediately. My whole life flashed before my eyes. I actually know the feeling because we had our stern rope trapped in the gate on one of the locks on the Aylesbury, and we came extremely close to sinking the boat, just like this guy. Truly terrifying. The worst feeling you'll ever get on a narrowboat. Entering Tardebigge Tunnel now, 530 yards long or 485 metres. It's wide enough for two boats to pass. And it's quite an interesting tunnel because a lot of it is actually just chipped out of raw stone. We then reached the Anglo-Welsh hire base, which is usually full to the brim with boats, and I almost thought it was an August bank holiday Monday, but then I remembered that this hire base has actually been shut down now, along with the one on the Thames owned by the Anglo-Welsh. Now, they haven't gone under completely, but they're definitely not doing very well, the Anglo-Welsh company, and they're about to get rid of this hire base here, sadly. ABC are monopolising the entire hire base industry. Wow, at this point it was almost a year since this stoppage of the towpath being closed thanks to the landslide down here at the next tunnel, and that was October last year. And this was September, so nothing had been done at all since we were here, even in April. Yeah, it looks the exact same. Nothing's changed since we were here. There has been a lot of landslides last year. Most of them happened in October when we had some very, very heavy rain. And this is quite a big one to repair. We then reach Alvechurch Marina, and as you can see, the ABC high base is doing quite well for itself still, especially now it's got less competition too. I bet they're quite happy about that. They still got Black Prince there at the bottom, but then they got another high base in Worcester too. I imagine at some point in the future they will completely monopolise the whole network. Wow, second boat we passed. Has to be an awkward spot like this. Typical though, innit? It's always at a bridge or a corner. That may appear to be an arm down there, but that was the original course of the canal. When the M42 came through, the canal had to get relocated because there wasn't enough clearance to get underneath the M42. At this point my USB-C microphone just decided to fall off and into the canal. It's about the third time it's been into the canal, and I'm actually using it right now to do this voiceover, so I have to say it's pretty hardy, apart from the software glitch it has where it completely corrupts the audio now and again. Wow, that would be a lovely house to own, wouldn't it? And I think there's a little arm down there. I'm pretty sure that's the feeder arm from the reservoir. It's a shame though, because they could stick a winding hole down there and make it into moorings, but there's no reinvestment in the canals these days, is it? The canal system seems to be just barely hanging on at this rate. I mean, look at this. Instead of repairing the wash wall, they just put sandbags here to stop it falling in further. Well, we made it to Hotwood, and we were going to moor up here, but at the moment we're still in the season, so we can't moor here, because we're going to be here more than 2 days, so we had to move the boat down a little bit further.
A couple of little things happened, didn't they?
Just the usual.
Just the usual.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we've seen about one boat.
We've got 2 boats in the entire section.
Yeah, 2 boats and
One of
one.
them we had to meet on a
Yeah.
bloody bridge on a bend.
Right on the bridge. They were coming to the bridge and we were coming to the
I
bridge.
could see the reflection in the glass of the house through the bridge. It's not our reflection, is it? Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a higher boat. So we had to, well, drastically reverse very quickly.
Yeah. Try and get your voice down.
Oh, sorry. We had to reverse very quickly. And moved over to the left. And they went by all right. They were a nice couple. But it always happens places. And
then my microphone decided to just fall off for no reason.
So
I've never been problem with that microphone. Now,
so we had to
I don't
reverse,
think
didn't we?
I may have explained once or twice, but the reason that the audio is so terrible in the intros and outros before was because I used the microphone built in to the phone, which is, you know, how phone microphones are, they're rubbish. But I had this professional Rode one that plugs into your USB-C port, which is fine when it works. Absolutely brilliant when it works. And it's a microphone I use for the voiceover, but I can tell when it goes wrong with the voiceover because I can see the audio.
Like that, doesn't it?
But at some random point, and I can't find out the reason why, but it just, the audio goes bzzz. You may have heard it once or twice in the vlogs,
Yeah.
but it just ruined clips. And I'd have to do them again, or then I wouldn't realise that they were corrupted, and when I went to edit them, the audio would be corrupted. So that's why I stopped using that microphone.
So funny because it was on his phone, it just blew off. And he goes, "Oh, for God's sake!" So we had to.
And it went in the canal, of course,
Yeah.
just like the windlass
They
yesterday.
went in the canal. Oh, we lost the windows yesterday.
Yeah, then, yeah, about that.
But I had to reverse, and Josh had to get Andy's net.
Yeah.
And as we were getting to it, it was just gonna sink. But luckily we got it in
So it's
time.
in rice on top of the freezer. Ironically, the freezer is warm because it lets out warm air.
Yeah. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be all right.
Yeah, so we're probably. I don't think I've ever been so high off the towpath.
Yeah,
Like-
high up.
Got to stretch to get on the boat.
I think it goes lower there, though. Look, it's higher
Yeah,
there.
it's like
It
dips down there.
It goes lower.
The winding hole is just there,
Yeah.
so we're going to reverse into that. Well, not.
No, I'm
I mean,
going to
not
reverse back.
Yeah.
and then put the nose in, hopefully.
Trouble is there, guys, it's 2-day moorings and we're going to be here longer, although
Yeah.
we are going to cruise again. But there's also a fence that says dog. It's someone's property, so here there's a nice field for the cats to go in.
Yeah.
Which is
So it's a nice spot for them.
So yeah, we're going to stay here until next Thursday.
Till well, oh yeah, we're moving.
Yeah.
We're moving with it.
We are going down to Ilkley on Sunday.
Yeah.
And stay down there until Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll get back and we'll cruise again.
Well, we'll have some news on the car then as well. Hopefully the car.
Yeah, car's going in the garage.
Hopefully the car will be sorted.
Because it's got problems with limited performance. And it's either DPF or EGR.
There's quite a few things, Chris.
Glow plug. It does
on the diagnostic
misfire
machine.
when it starts up as well, and there's a lot of smoke.
But he thinks that might be the injectors, and the trouble is he's got to have it for a week to send the injectors off. And we're never down there for a week. That's the trouble. We have to organise it probably to maybe be down there for a week.
Next year. Holiday off.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna cruise all the way to probably Horn Basin and more at Bumblehole next time, which will probably be about 20-odd mile cruise, but only 3 locks. And fill up the boat with cheap Horn Basin diesel.
Hopefully.
And pump up's only £10 as well.
Ooh, that's good. Half price.
Yeah. And you can also stay there. We don't have to go back to Bumblehole. We can stay in a secure marina if you wanted to. 2 days free in there.
Oh, that might be our idea then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, right. See you later. Bye.